Hello, fellow supreme kings, queens, and beings. This is a pendulum pile of 60 cards. So I want to explain it a little bit more than I did in the short. Of course, this is going to be going a little bit more into in-depth card choices. And specifically engines, of course. To start off, we play 3 Zephyrath, 1 Zephyr Nui, 1 Strike, and then 3 Providence. And then 1 Oracle. So the main thing with this engine, um, I I think that this engine is really strong. I really like it. Being able to set up strike is really good, and it gives your deck a little bit more flexibility in terms of not just having to rely on the extract, because I think most pendulum decks aren't really sure what to go into at this point, and so having a main deck negate is pretty strong. It is also really nice. Being able to have Oracle of Zephyra on the field is amazing for sending it off of souls, I think. Um, we also uh, we also play Providence, of course, and the reason that we play 3 Providence and 1 Oracle is mainly because you can banish it, and if a Zephyr card would be destroyed, you can banish it from your graveyard instead. Um, we Yeah, it also gives you the ability to search Oracle. So that alone gives you two. It actually gives you 3 spell counters. So you go Providence, search Oracle. That's 1 spell counter. Activate Oracle. That's 2 spell counters. Search Zephyrath. Activate Zephyrath. That's 3 counters for your Endymion monsters. So Providence by itself is Endymion combo. Amazing, right? Um, yeah. On top of that, it's a potential draw with souls. You have some crazy plays. To complement the Zephyra engine, we also play 3 Pendulum Treasure. Of course, this allows you to potentially send a Zephyrath from your deck to your X deck, and then Pendulum summon it and search Divine Strike that way. I think that's pretty cool, but it's not. It really, it's not here for any specific reason. It's of course, great with Servant. It can search. It pretty much searches like whatever you want. So if you want another 7, you have a 7. If you want a 4, you have a 4. It's very flexible, and that's kind of why it's here. So moving on to other engines, we play an Endymion engine. I think I explained this in one of my other Pendulum videos, the Pendulum Time Star. But essentially with this deck, we're only playing the good stuff. 1 Endymion, 2, or actually just one Jackal King in this particular deck, 3 Servant, and 3 Majesties. So we don't play any other of the Endymion cards because they are just not good anymore. Yeah. um, that's kind of all I have to say about it. I guess one other thing I could say is that Servant is especially powerful, being able to get you to Beyond the Pendulum. But, that's pretty standard. So moving beyond that, we play 3 Supreme King Gate Magician. Spell counters, 0 scale, amazing. Destrudo, another target for Foolish or Ravine, amazing. Supreme King Gate 0. Jackal King, that's pretty standard. 3 Chronograph, along with the 1 Time Gazer, so it will get you a body on the field, and it will get you spell counters to Endymion, Zephyrath, or Zephyr Nui. The Negation Fortress is, so if there's a column with no card, special summon it to that zone. So it is just a Pendulum card that you can special summon that will give you potential access to Beyond the Pendulum. It has no real use out of that, as far as I know. I think it's just a really good extender, especially because we do play Magician Souls, but we don't really want to play like any of the other just like level 1 spellcasters that aren't Pendulum monsters, because while they are really powerful, they don't count as pendulums, and we don't potentially breaking on 2 and then not being able to make Beyond the Pendulum is just really terrible. We also don't play one instant fusion and the Pendulum fusion monster because it takes up an additional extra X slot, and I think it's just really bad. So moving on, 1 Dark Worm, this standard. 3 Joker, this card is incredible. Being able to search pretty much whatever you want. 1 Celestial Magician. And the other deck, I played 2, but I think 1 is probably fine because you have so many potential scales in this deck. Yeah. Then 3 Harmonizing. Harmonizing is crazy. I don't think I have to explain this. 3 Pendulum Witch. Now this is a card that I'm really excited to talk about. This card is incredible. So in this particular deck, you have the potential to brick on Scroll Go Back. You have the potential to brick on Joker and also Pendulum Witch and also Dark Worm. However, the risk is really worth it because this card is insane. So Pendulum Witch allows you to destroy. Hold up, I'm gonna have to look for the text. I believe it allows you to destroy a card on the field and then search a Pendulum monster. If this card is normal or Pendulum summons, target a card in your Pendulum zone, destroy it. And this card, and if you do, add a level 4 lower Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. So yeah, that's basically what it does. So you pop a card and search. On top of that is also scale if it's destroyed in the monster zone. Place it in your Pendulum zone. So all around, it's just like a really good card. It's a scale. It is a searcher. It is also destroys cards, and that is really powerful in this deck because we need ways to destroy Zephyrath. Zephyrath is just really bad for us when it's in the Pendulum zone. We want to be able to special summon level 7s. So being able to pop Zephyrath is really strong. So you can search it off of Beyond the Pendulum. Most of the time, you're probably not going to. You also have the ability to search it off of Duelist Alliance, which I think is really powerful. Yeah, you have a few different ways of getting to it. It's a really strong card. Chronograph, 3 Servant, 3 Magician Souls, like maybe one of the best cards in the deck. This card is crazy. Illusion of Chaos. We actually have a very specific reason for playing this. I think you can see it. But yeah, I think we've already talked about Pendulum Treasure. Duelist Alliance is mainly here for Pendulum Witch. But I think it can search. Oh yeah, it can also search Pendulum Treasure, which I think is really funny and also really cool. Spell Power Mastery, Dragon Shrine, Upstart. I don't think I have anything to say about those. Providence, Foolish, 3 Preparation of Rites. I think this card is really cool in this particular deck. So the main reason that we're playing this is, of course, to get spell counters onto Servant. Getting spell counters onto Servant is amazing. It also kind of allows you to not have to make Time Star to search for your Magician Souls, which is pretty cool. You do have the potential of breaking on it with Souls, but if worst comes to worst, you can just discard it off of the Souls, which is really funny. Yeah, I think this card is amazing. Oracle, I don't think I have anything to say about Oracle. I've already explained it, actually. Same thing with Strike. Vortex, amazing. Chen Ying is Barone replacement. Ada is absolute, amazing. Time Star, great. Dweller is for Endboard. Underworld Goddess is for towers. Access Code Talker is for destroying, game, I'm sure you know. 2 Selene, I think this card is really powerful, being able to special summon back in. Pendulum Spellcaster monster is just really powerful. Dark is, for the Link Climb. 2 SP, 1 is for the Endboard and 1 is for removal. And then, of course, the 1 Beyond the Pendulum. I'm sure you noticed I didn't explain 2 cards. That is Steel Roach and Unchained Abomination. So I don't think I've ever actually made this work. But the main idea with this is that you're trying to set up Steel Swarm Roach and also course, Abomination. So when a level 5 or higher monster would be special summoned, is detach and exceed material. Negate the special summon, and if you do, destroy it. And then Unchained Abomination will destroy another card on the field. It's also... So the main reason that I play Abomination is because I think it's... Well, I think Abomination is a really powerful card. But I also think that Steel Swarm Roach is a pretty powerful card too. Being able to negate the special summon, but then also being able to trigger the effect of Abomination is really cool. It is a little bit... It's hard to set up. It's not great. It's obviously, obviously it's not great, but it is something. That's my main idea with this engine. It is something to end the deck on. So if you're like struggling for options, you're just like, I'm not sure what to do. Roach and Abomination. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.